Hello everyone, Happy New Year. I hope we're all right. Strange start to the year for all of us, but what we want to make sure is we get everything in place so you are a success. So this is a little guide to remote learning. All right, I thought it'd be nice to send you something on your email that you can watch and understand. Now, we've used Google Classroom a lot this year for homework and for scholarship ideas, but essentially, this is how you're going to learn if you're not coming in for face-to-face teaching. All right? Now, it's about your own virtual classroom, and it's sharing new ideas, new learning materials, and basically helping you become a better learner in that subject. Now, this is in all year groups, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and in all subjects apart from PE, where your remote learning at home will be on little lessons, and I'll show you that in a minute, okay? So it's a chance for you as well to take a bit of responsibility and a bit of ownership over your learning. Take that pride, show that ambition in completing the challenge that you're set. So we'll work out very briefly what it looks like, and I'll take you through our expectations of you at home and your learning, all the fun, exciting things you're going to get to do. So getting started. Now I could show you these slides, and I'll send you this email as well, this PowerPoint, sorry, on the email, and this will be on the website, on the little lessons, so you can look at it. You know, you sign in, and there is your email address, but essentially, I might as well just show you. Okay, so when you go to Google, there were these 9 dots in the right-hand corner, and then what you need to do is you need to log in. Okay, so logging in, like my screen says, is here. Okay, now I've logged in as our test student. Now what you need to do is, if something's already logged in, you need to add another account, and that's going to be your Google account, all right? And that's your oakfieldacademy.org one. Now, once you've logged in, and details of how to do that on the little lessons as well. Once you've logged in, these 9 dots, that's the key to everything. You go to Classroom, and that's where you need to go. Now, not only do you go to Classroom, you can also go to Gmail. Now, I really need you to keep checking your Gmail, because we're going to be sending you lots of information, lots of lovely things, including the newsletter, which is great, which means you get to celebrate all these successes and all these wonderful things you're doing. So once you've logged in, you can go to your Google Classroom. This is the test class for this member of the class, this member of the academy. This is your classroom. Now, years 5 and 6, you've only got one classroom at the moment, and that's your tutor group. And that's where all your learning activities are going to be set. And that'll be under classwork, and it'll be under different days here on the left-hand side. Now, if you're in year 7 and 8, you'll have different classes that you'll be in. Your history, your geography, your English, your science, your maths. And you know all those codes because they've been emailed to you, but they're also attached to this email as well. You need to make sure you're definitely in all those classes. I think we pretty much all are. And that's how you're going to access your learning, okay? So that's the first thing, to make sure you're in all your classes. Now, when you're set work, your work will appear on this stream here. Now, what you need to do is you need to be responsible for finding out what that is. Now, what the teacher is going to do, and they're going to make it really obvious, really explicit, and really supportive, that they'll exactly detail what you have to do for your work. And it might be that you've got to watch a video and answer some questions. It might be that you've got to do a little retrieval quiz and send back your results. It might be that you've got to actually do some actual physical writing of some work, or some drawing, or taking a picture and then sending that work back to us. But really importantly is that you show the ambition and the pride to make sure you get it done. And that's really vital for you as a learner to take that responsibility. Now, once you've clicked your piece of work, it will tell you what to do. All the materials you need will be there, everything, and it will all be clearly labelled. So for instance here, this person, they have to do a retrieval quiz, they have to do this challenge, okay, and then they've got to do whatever these 2 things are here, and that would have been labelled here on the details. Now, if you open a piece of work, it automatically saves every time you write on it or do anything, okay? So you don't have to worry about saving stuff. That's really important to remember. It will automatically save it, The way to get it to us is when you open up your piece of work, it will say turn in that piece of work. Now, to show you what that looks like for a pupil, here's this pupil. Here's the piece of work they had to do. Okay? Now they want to turn in that piece of work. They finished it, so they hit this button here, turn in. And what will happen is that pings an email to the teacher. They know that they've done that piece of work and they can work out what feedback is needed to help you as the learner get better. However, you might need to see, just came from my phone, look at that. Literally just pinged up on my phone that I just turned that piece of work in, it's that quick. Now, you might want to ask some questions or ask some questions about that piece of work. So, under the private comment, but you can do that. Hi sir, need some help on question. Great. Now, you can send that to your teacher, just like you would do in class. You put your hand up or you ask for support in class. Okay, and that's exactly how we're going to try and do this. You might be asked by the teacher to make a comment to the class about your piece of work, like you might do in class when you answer and you have a bit of discussion and a question and answer session. It's called peer and self-assessment. You might be asked by your teacher to post something on the stream, on the front page of your class. So you might be asked to actually write something here or show a link or show a video. The most important thing is that whatever you're asked to do, you have a go at it. You try your best, you try your hardest, and make sure you complete it and show that pride. Now, not everything you do will need to be turned in. Not everything you do, your teacher will need to see. Because some of it will self-mark, some of it you'll have to mark yourself using some website guides or using a video to support you. Some of it might just be, and I know some of my lessons, it's about watching something or watching a presentation and understanding what it says, taking some notes, and then using that in your next piece of work. Some of it might just be reading. And that's really important again. It's about reading those instructions that we saw earlier on, just here, and recognizing what to do. So, you finish the work, you turn it in, fantastic, well done. You've been given some feedback, you've been asked to do something else. You'll be notified via that email, via your Gmail, sorry, when you've been given feedback on what to do next. And that's really important, which is why, at this moment, because it's all a bit weird again, keep checking your Gmail. Because the more you check it, the more you'll see and become a habit of what you have to do next. So, our expectations on you, and it's the same here as well for us as staff, the expectations are that we work really hard. We want you to experience the best of what's been thought and said and written about a subject. We want you to really enjoy yourselves. Now, we can't have you in front of us, all of you, face-to-face teaching, so the next best thing is to really engage with this on Google Classroom. So, show some ambition. You need to follow your timetable that's in your journal, okay? So if it's maths, English, science, geography, history, they're the lessons you need to follow in. Now, you might do maths from 9 till 10, but your maths teacher might feed back to you at 10:30 because they would have been teaching that maths lesson in school. That's okay, all right? And it'll take a bit of getting used to, a little bit of fiddling around, but it'll be all right. But show the ambition and follow your timetable as it is in your journal. The idea of oracy and vocabulary. You might not be in the classroom, but we want you to think hard and challenge yourself and use the correct language. Really push yourself to be using that correct terminology for your classes, that specific language in that subject area. Etiquette, okay? It's about being polite to each other online. It's about being polite to your teacher online as well. Use all the resources properly. If you're asked to do something, put that effort in. Complete the learning task, because that's the polite thing to do. Integrity is about doing the right thing for yourself, being honest. So be honest to yourself. Do the right thing for your own development. You know, working hard is hard. That's the point. But if you were here, we'd be asking the exact same. Okay. Show some positive mindset. You know, morals is about right and wrong, and the right thing here is to continue to challenge yourselves. And it's weird because you're at home and you're not in the classroom setting, which is why we want you to immerse yourself, put yourself into the Oakfield mindset. Just what we do here. We work hard and we follow our core concepts, all right? And finally, ultimately, take pride in yourself. Things you do well, successes that you do really well on, we will celebrate with you with smileys, merits, and affinity award and nominations. So keep an eye out for them. Make sure you mark them in your journal. And I really look forward to seeing everybody really, really soon. So take care, and I'll see you soon.